that's an accident. Okay. Okay. Hello. Yes, the one stream is real. Finally, after like 2 days delay. But yes, hi guys. Since Global is completely caught up now with CN, that means I get to read stories on stream now. So that's exciting. Been holding off reading Liv's main story simply because I wanted to read it on stream. I have read her Affection. I do think there's some flaws with her Affection story, but I still really enjoyed it. It was really good. So yeah, now we're gonna go in and read the actual story. Hello, Delta! Are you sure you want to be here? Because I will be reading story. So I don't know if you'll want to stay here because spoilers. Okay. So I'm gonna quit my yapping. Let me know how you guys are in the chat. And I am going to just pop in and start reading the story. So here we go. Let me know how sound is going and everything because I can never tell. All right, here we go. We're starting. Clack. The blinding array of lights flickers on, and the silhouette at the table remains perfectly still, stoically awaiting the coming interrogation. You are a little quieter compared to the music, by the way. Okay, I will turn that music down then. Thank you. Appreciate it. I probably should move my mic too. Hang on a second. I'm gonna just... All right, let's see if that helps a little bit. Okay. Dominic, you will now provide your You will now provide your testimony regarding the My technology. The Science Council is here to render a fair judgment on your actions. Have fun. Thank you. The mind is merely a component, a new substrate for human consciousness, built upon a virtual neural array structure. Oh? Did you foresee that this technology would lead to such devastation? The devastation was not born from the technology, but from human greed. Oh, clock it. Then do you acknowledge your leading role in this? Your research institution at FOS College was established without the world government's sanction. Would this world government even exist without my support? Oh! Even so, you do not have the authority to supersede the government that represents the will of humanity. I must remind you that at the early stage of the project, constructs are merely a byproduct, a vessel for consciousness, a necessary measure after that calamity. Oh? Then Dominic, can you tell us what the true purpose of the project is? Okay. What is the nature of the threat constructs pose to humanity? Oh, we're going into construct lore. All right. I know some of us have been waiting for this one. Threat constructs pose to humanity. Huh. Darkness stains the entirety of the visual field, absolute without form. The concept of time dissolves into irrelevance, while the very notion of space feels like a forgotten dream. All is swallowed by a profound and seamless nothingness. Clack. A sound like a heart of a glacier fracturing, and a hairline crack of light pierces through the blackness at the edge of perception. Like a blade through through, I'm gonna say it's like a blade through silk. Shards of impossible gold spill through the fresh wound in the void. PGR in its big words. I might lose it. The immutable boundary shadow without a whisper, and a presence stares out from behind the nothing. Oh! An entity that defies conventional perception drifts in the chaos, its raw, withering mass, peering and observing through the rupture. Ugh. Within the rupture, indistinct fragments are scattered, each one glittering like a brilliant gem. It gazes upon the light that is an intruder here, its approximation of a mouth contorting, struggling to shape a sound. Oh, mother? I'm getting flashbacks. A young child sits out on the lawn, a miniature gardening trowel in her hand. Sensing something strange, she looks up towards the sky. Don't look directly at the sun, Liv. It'll hurt your eyes. Oh! Before the child's eyes can feel any pain, a woman's warm, soft hands gently cover them. Oh! Okay, Mom. Oh, Liv! The sting from the bright sunlight gradually fades. Sensing curiosity, her mother adjusts her hands, creating small gaps between her fingers. Whoa. This new way of seeing the world is fascinating. With childlike excitement, she eagerly peers through the gaps. In the backyard, everything looks the same as always, yet somehow different through this special perspective. Yeah, it's a little dimmer. The garden is filled with greenery, lush shrubs, and fragrant flowers in every corner. Calliope stands at the kitchen doorway, smiling as she watches them. Nearby, the old cheap bell bleats merrily while chewing on something. The honeysuckle flowers Liv had planted not long ago. Oh no. Belle, don't eat my flowers! Oh, baby Liv! Liv's eyes widen in alarm. She wriggles free from her mother's embrace and rushes towards Belle, rescuing the poor seedling from the sheep's mouth. Just a few more minutes, okay? It's almost time to eat. The woman falls with a smile, lovingly ruffling little Liv's hair. Alright, should we head back now? It's almost time to eat. Okay, Mom. Liv purses her lips in concentration as she cradles the rescued seedling. She carefully digs a perfectly sized hole in a shady spot, then patiently replants her precious flower. Grow up big and strong, okay? Oh! She solemnly pats the soil firmly around the seedling's roots. Bong. The faint sound of bells chime from within the house. I don't like the sound of ominous bells. I think I'm good. Little miss, it's time to eat. Through the shrubbery, Calliope's voice calls from the kitchen. Bong. The heavy quartz clock strikes with its slightly rusted pendulum. Oh, it's time to eat already? Sorry, Callie, I'm coming right away. Bong. I don't... Oh. Low-key, tough transition, I can't even lie. But I'm not liking the ominous bells. I think I'm good. The moment she rises to her feet, a chaotic beam of light pierces the azure sky. In an instant, the world around her is swallowed by a blinding, silent white. The old sheep's bleeding is severed mid-cry. Liv forces her eyes open, only to find that Belle, who had been peacefully grazing on the lawn, has utterly vanished. Belle? Oh, more bells. Calliope, who was walking towards her, dissolves into the light, along with a honeysuckle flower at her side. Callie? Bewildered, Liv reaches out, but her hand closes on nothing but empty air. Bong. Oh, there it is again. The world dissolves from the distant horizon. Darkness breaches its restraints, racing towards her feet. Liv. Her mother stands at the boundary between light and shadow, gazing at her with gentle eyes, a soft halo radiating from her silver hair. Mom? Mom, Callie just... Oh, and she can't even reach her mother. Oh no. The child stumbles forward, but the rapidly spreading shadow sees her ankles. Mom? Mom! Bong. Oh, it's tough, Liv jolts awake. Her visual model rapidly auto-adjusts, calibrating the current environment. Ooh, pretty! She's sitting alone on a speeding train. Verdant vines brush against her ankles, soft warm light fills the car. Fragments of bewilderment flicker in her pupils. Liv presses her lips together, hesitating for a long moment before finally turning to the window. Outside, sunshine bathes a garden where green grass carpets the ground. It was just a dream. I feel like you're still in a dream. Where are you? Liv whispers softly, seemingly relieved. Yet her eyes don't clear. Instead, they grow even hazier. As the train pushes forward, new visions materialize outside of the other windows. That's what I was gonna say, like, I feel like she's still in a dream, because, like, I think that's supposed to be her mother back there. You got a sheep. Yeah, it says, like, her mother. Like, honeysuckle flowers Belle, no longer a woman with an indistinct face. The windows act as dream-catching grids, firmly trapping these fragments outside. Yeah! Muttering, Liv presses her palm against the window, gently caressing the glass. It's unclear if she meant to touch the visions or if the gesture is purely unconscious. Then, like biting into an unripe orange, a wave of bitter sour discomfort surges from the depths of her mind. The train slices through the intricate layers of clouds, a shard of reality pressing onward through a kaleidoscope of dreams towards its unknown destination. Dang. Oh, here we go. Where Nightmares Dwell, Chapter 37. What an intro. Alright, here we go. The last light of the setting sun washes the Grey Raven Lounge in a deep, honeyed gold. Oh, there's Liv. In the quiet stillness, Liv stirs, her eyelids fluttering open as she emerges from the drowsy depths of a dream. How did I fall asleep? Yeah, I knew the train was a dream as well! Like, I'm like, why is she on a train? Why is there, like, visions there? She pats her forehead, her brow furrowing in a wave of self-reproach. She had barely begun her turn cleaning the lounge when a sudden wave of lethargy pulled her under, leaving her slumped in a chair and powered down. The dream of my childhood. It's been so long. That's because stuff is about to get real. Liv strains to recall the fading details, a quiet surprise settling over her. How long has it last been since she dreamed of those days? Ever since, chapter 17. Ever since the battle against the twins and her transfer to the Emphria frame, countless memories of her past have been lost. The persistent migraine stands like a gravestone, marking where her memories began to shatter into fragments. I hope we finally solved the migraine issue. Her face, it's getting harder to she was speaking. Her face, it's getting harder to picture it. In her dream, the face of a silver-haired woman had grown indistinct. All that remains is the memory of her mother's unique fragrance of fresh grass and the gentle warmth of her voice as she read fairy tales. Liv leans back in her chair, silently searching through the shards in her mind. The adaptation of her new frame is nearly complete, and the mind migraine is lessened considerably. Okay, so there is information on that. Is that why these memories have surfaced now? Speaking of her new frame, the Science Council has already sent the replacement notification to her terminal. Once the adaptation period is over, the lounge door slides open with a soft hiss, followed by the familiar rhythm of footsteps in the corridor. Oh, Commandant's back. She sets down her cleaning tools and hurries over. Oh yes, I got the notice for the frame switch. The Science Council says the adaptation period for this frame will be about 2 months. Who sped past? A mission already? Soft rumors of conversation begin to drift from the living area. And as the sun finally dips below the horizon, a mechanical spider, no bigger than a fingernail, scuttles nimbly into the deepening shadows of a corner. Blowtorch. Bong. Not the ominous bells again. Alright, so that was node 1. Here we go. Unlike the artificial light of Abylonia's simulated weather, the true sunlight on the surface always carries a warmth you can feel in your skin. A gentle autumn morning glow spills into the room. You stand at the sink, your mind still soft with sleep. Turn the faucet and wash the face. Oh wait, is this a room on the surface? Because I was about to say, like, why does Commandant's room look like this? The shock of water chill deep in the night jolts the last haze from your veins. Freshened up, you glance at the antique clock, a relic strikingly different from Babylonia's modern aesthetic, hanging above the bathroom mirror. It reads 8 a.m. Just as you move to open your terminal and review last night's files, the notification chimes from your communication app. Commandant, let me— oh, she's in a new frame! Commandant, let me guess, you were working on Babylonia reports late again last night, weren't you? Well, no way, definitely not me. You saw it wrong. No way, definitely not me. Hello, Alexander. No excuses. I saw the emails you sent. That's why I made sure to let you sleep in a little this morning. Oh, she's so sweet. I left some breakfast for you on the table. I'm heading out to do some preliminary research for our mission. I'll be back before you know it, and I promise I won't leave the conservation area. So take your time. You can review your work from last night. There's no need to rush out on my account. Oh, she's gone. The message ends here. Go eat breakfast or work on the— well, we'll go eat breakfast because I don't know how much Commandant gets to eat. After a quick review of last night's work in your terminal, the illusion of choice? You send your files back to Babylonia and turn to leave the room. As promised in Liv's message, the breakfast awaits on the table. The usual compressed rations and nutritional supplements. It's far from a gourmet meal, but it'll fill the void. Beyond the wind, the sun crests the dark mountain peaks, washing land in a gold light. Below, soldiers patrol in orderly formations, while residents of the conservation area move in and out in neat lines. Tools in hand, another day of gathering and production begins. True. You turn from the view, down the nutritional drink in one go, and clamp a ration biscuit between your teeth. With both hands now free, your attention returns to the terminal interface. Commandant, can you enjoy your breakfast? Conservation Area 368, 723. Okay. Mission, new contract frame trial. Personnel, M. Liv. Okay. Sometime earlier. Some time has passed since your conversation with Ishmael. She confessed that her own entanglement in the events might have clouded her vision. She could no longer clearly observe the world's progression. Everything was now hurtling toward an unpredictable future. I cannot offer you any more help, but I am but a recorder, a soul anchored to the echoes of what has been. You say, and then you proceed to get involved later. I'm here to talk about what's happening now. I understand the question in your heart, Graven, but a river's current cannot be judged before it reaches the sea. Its nature only revealed in its entirety. Is there anything else you can share? I have locked many potential paths of this future in my thoughts, but I cannot share them with you. Why are you gatekeeping? I cannot be certain my perceptions are true, or that we're even navigating the same stream of causality. If, and I mean if, our paths truly converge again, in a time yet to be, you may find the footprints I have left in the dust. Her gentle smile was a quiet punctuation mark, drawing the conversation to a close. Still adrift in the echoes of your talk with Ishmael, you were almost surprised to find yourself at the entrance of the Science Council. You cast another glance at your terminal. The mail from Hassan was marked urgent, but its contents were starkly simple. Head to the Science Council immediately. You wonder what could warrant such a summons. Knock on the door. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's Asimov. Come on in. Let's go. Oh, serious music kicked in. The council, as it always was, a stark, dry, white space filled with the hum of instrument and dry, sterile air. Sitting at the table, Asimov gave you a nod and turned back to the projection displayed on its surface. Liv's new frame? The projection displayed Liv's new frame. Along one edge, a cascade of data points and analytical text scrolled by, continuously materializing only to fade away. Amid the torrent of shifting information, a single value held constant, its digits steadily climbing. 73.22. Wait, am I tripping or did... Hang on. Oh no, it was backwards. I was like, wait, why are you gatekeeping Magic? She is the gatekeeper. Okay, but she can still share some information with us. Before Asimov could utter a word, a door hissed open. Hassan strode inside, his entrance stirring the sterile air. His eyes swept the room in a quick, analytical glance before he moved with purpose to the long table. Yo, what up, old man? Sorry for the delay. Today's routine meeting overran its schedule. I hope I haven't missed the critical part. Is this about Liv's new frame? Hassan settled into a chair at the long table, exchanging a silent nod with Asimov. In response, Asimov tapped the command into his terminal and turned away. I love the absolute, just lack of information here. The door behind you sealed with a definite oh, we're trapped. At the same moment, the small red lights on the room surveillance cameras winked on. Your instincts sparked, the unusual security measure sending a jolt of alarm through you. I will be direct. The Science Council has recently discovered a cache of Golden Age data and its materials. It pertains to a... As Asimov spoke, his fingers glided across the terminal. In response, the raw data and explanatory text were turned into structural diagrams and the framework outlines overlaying the frame projection. It is a new technology, capable of establishing direct interface with the mind. Can you elaborate? The dataset enables numerous complex functions, structural optimization, amplitude stabilization, and a reduction in connection risks, among others. In simple terms, it can enhance the mind's capabilities and unlock previously attained potentials. Rows of data, highlighted in bright green, materialized besides the frame, cooperating Asimov's every word. That sounds like a good thing. Your fingers drummed a silent, restless rhythm on the table as you waited for the real truth. A mere technological breakthrough would have been announced at a formal briefing, not whispered to you in a secluded room with the surveillance deliberately disabled. However, these optimizations are transient. The subject's mind will revert to its baseline state in as little as 2 to 3 hours, or at most 24. So it's an emergency measure. So it's Golden Age technology. Asimov stepped aside to make more room as a 2D display sequentially showcase various frame images. Guys, I can read. I promise I can read. President Hassan, do you comprehend the implications? I do. The Science Council's standard explanation for mind technology is just a generalist overview. It describes the basic function of a mind within a construct and little else. Regarding its deeper architecture, I'm not authorized by the Science Council to discuss that, or to be more precise, the world government has not authorized me. In the current frame development, even with the specialized models, we have rarely introduced additions to the mind's core data structure. I think that's I-O? No, that's I0. The I0-based interface system merely installs security protocol on the periphery. It does not modify the mind's fundamental composition. But this technology is different. It can optimize the mind structure itself, that is merely a side effect. Its true purpose is to filter. I can't grant you that authority either, Asimov. Oof. So, Liv, we compared all the contract data from Babylonia and even accessed the Chrono database. It's only Liv's mind demonstrates a near perfect compatibility with this data set. What are you trying to do? Professor Hippocrates of the Star of Life and I have collaborated on this. If we implement this data set, there is a calculable probability that the migraine in Liv's mind could be permanently cured. Yo, let's go! In our calculations and simulations, we have not detected any adverse side effects. However, we have not conducted physical tests. It remains an unknown variable. Where did the data come from? I think we should stop here. So we just keeping me in the dark? I can assure you this does not originate from any inhumane experimental procedures. That's good. This has nothing to do with Corona, Project Winter, or any other projects of questionable origins, methods, or objectives. However, I cannot share more specific information with you right now. I must remind you that simply replacing Liv's frame would provide a minor therapeutic effect for her mind migraine, but it would not result in complete recovery. The condition would persist like a chronic migraine. Oh, those suck! Like, I get migraines quite often and absolute awful. For a moment, the laboratory fell into delicate silence. After a moment, Hassan spoke in a low voice. Grave and Commandant, I suspect you have other questions you haven't voiced directly. Well, yes. Like why I'm here. Yeah, why are you here? A simple frame replacement surely shouldn't warrant a personal visit from the president. So, Asimov, does this technology carry implications far beyond what you've disclosed? Hassan narrowed his eyes slightly, his question cutting through the air. No, I'm simply curious why you have remained silent on this particular issue for so many years. If one day you were faced with migraines are the worst. Yeah, they literally are. If one day you were faced with only two choices, an honest extinction or a hypocritical survival, what would you choose? Trillard already made that choice for us once. I don't fear my own destruction. I only need to believe that everything we have fought for until now has meaning. But if the choice were yours to make, I would refuse to choose. What if Liv were the one forced to make that choice? You voiced the answer almost instinctively. But I cannot accept a choice like that. I won't allow Liv to be placed in such a position. Yeah! Relax, Commandant. No one's going to force you or Liv to make such a choice. This meeting was simply to inform you of this data. As her Commandant, you have the right to know, and you must be aware. Hassan spitting bars. Wait, what did Commandant say? So what is this new technology really? Hassan offered no answer. Great, thanks, love that. Let us consider this nothing more than a casual conversation. I have other matters to attend to, so I'll take my leave. Hassan avoided a direct reply, rising to his feet as the room's illumination returned to normal. He was already working on his terminal as he walked towards the exit, pausing for a beat with his hand on the door before he opened it. The choice has always been yours to make. We simply cannot provide any further information. I trust you will consider the matter carefully. Thanks! Love that pressure. He put on his customary smile and nodded to both you and Asimov, then strode out of the laboratory with purposeful steps. What does he know? I have no clue. He probably has his own agenda, but that's not my domain. My concern is strictly the observable effects of this dataset produces when interfacing with the mind. Effects. The dataset is far more complex than it appears. Look here, here, and here. These wavelength patterns are anomalous. In a standard construct, it would likely function as a new stabilizing framework, but it's installed in a host of specific parameters. My hypothesis is it would produce a different outcome. Similar to the specialized frames we previously enhanced using experimental data. For a compatible construct, this could represent a new form of evolution. So are you recommending we proceed with the implementation? From a purely scientific standpoint, I would recommend Liv to attempt the procedure. However, as the President stated, the choice is not ours to force upon you or her. If there are no further questions, I must return to verify the dataset's integrity. Asimov's voice faded, its place seamlessly taken by the soft hum of laboratory equipment powering up. Squeak. The door slides open with a whisper, its sound pulling you back to reality. Liv! Commandant, why are you working in the middle of breakfast? I know, that's what I was saying! just looking around. You really should take a proper break to eat. I know how it is during field operations, but skipping meals will only upset your stomach later. That's what I was saying! Liv gives you a mildly disapproving look, her brow furrowed with a gentle concern. Ahem, so what did your investigation turn up? You shovel the last of rations into your mouth and chase it with a gulp of nutrition fluid, your words garbled around the hurried meal. Well, I used a personnel survey as a pretext to access the resident list. That man, Colm, is indeed registered here. Then I cross-referenced the location of names he mentioned during his questioning back in Bologna. I think I managed to narrow down our search to this area. Colm. Liv opens up her terminal, her two fingers circling a modest area on the map. The highlighted zone contains 3 tents, 2 buildings, and a crossroads. So if Colm was telling the truth, the people who mentioned evolution in mind should be operating somewhere right here. Oh, okay. Dang. So 2 notes in, and we have a lot of lore so far, so I guess we continue on. Before entering Conservation Area 360, I'm gonna turn the fan on. It's looking kind of hot in my room. Okay. I think I should, if the fan gets too loud, let me know, but I think it should be fine. Evolution in mind. You're leafing through the mission briefing lost in thought when a cup of hot water appears in your periphery. Thanks. You murmur automatically, your train of thought scattering. You look up to see Liv withdrawing her hand. Then she turns to scan her retina on the new verification device by the hatch. Identity verified. With her identity confirmed, she smooths. Why did I think Alice so much? She smooths her dress, takes her seat, and leans over to peer at the terminal in your hands. Oh, those are the mission reports from before. Okay, completed internal. Assist with new central purification filter installation. Clear hetero creatures, research materials, new mission classified. Oh. The terminal goes with the list of missions. Assist with, yep. Commandant? Noticing you staring into space, Liv quietly takes a cup from your hands, refills it with hot water, and sets it back on the table before joining you and gazingly worriedly out the window. It all happened so suddenly. I only had time to leave a quick message for Lucia and Liv. Oh, well, at least they were told. I feel terrible I couldn't explain it to them properly. Are you sure this is okay? I was really looking forward to seeing them. I even promised I'd bring them a few things. Oh, my gray ravens! My gray ravens! It's unfortunate they had to be separated. It's okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry, I left them a message too. Good, at least y'all left the messages. Were it not for this unforeseen event, the two of you would be down there with Lucia and Lee, trekking between conservation areas to replace filters and fortify the zones. Liv's eyes drift to the identity verifier by the cabin door as she speaks. With the hatch sealed, its one persistent blinking has now ceased. To think someone managed to sneak onto Babylonia transport. I don't think anyone's ever done that before. Yeah. Personnel intelligence. Name Colm Lebrant. Lebrant. Am I crazy or have I seen the last name Lebrant before? Gender male, conservation area 368. The mission briefing of the term displays a man's headshot on the top of the page. Leaning in closer, Liv studies the information listed beneath his photo. Colm Lebrant. He doesn't seem to be in the best mental state. Do you think we can really trust what he's told us? That's exactly what we're going to verify, yeah. What did he tell you guys? As you fall deeper into thought, Colm's photograph expands your mind's eye, interweaving with shards of memory until it breaks free from the frame, fully animate. From the frame? Oh, like the picture frame? I was like, Commandant, I got no frame. One day ago. Interrogation room, control court. You arrived at the interrogation room as they ordered, only to walk in on Hassan in an exchange with members of the control court. Hassan on his way to send a commandant and one construct on a routine mission. They're going to get attacked. This has happened 17 times so far. Come on, it's time for another full Grey Raven mission. Oh, Lesty, yo, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. The target has been under our supervision from the moment of custody. I think the last time I saw you was begin anew. The target has been under our supervision from the moment of custody to the transfer. There's no risk of a leak. We've also finished debriefing the transport crew. We left a few loose ends as bait. If anyone tries to follow that thread, we'll know. Good. You're here. Yes, sir. As the president turned away, Lesty caught your eye with a silent glance of greeting before swiftly taking her leave. President? Hassan nodded and gestured for you to come closer. You followed his gaze. Oh, yo? Oh, I think you're again. Behind one-way glass, a visibly distraught man was being interrogated by the control court. Remember the choice I mentioned to you yesterday? If one day you were faced with only two choices, an honest extinction or hypocritical survival, what would you choose? Trillard already made that choice for us once. I don't fear. Okay, yeah. We know what he said. So this man, he's our connection to the choice. Mid-conversation, Colm suddenly sprang to his feet behind the glass and slammed both fists onto the table. His voice was so loud that it was audible even without monitoring headphones. I've told you more than enough already. Oh, he's crashing out. I'm not saying another word. Not until you put the Babylonia residence papers in my hand. You put on the headphones Hassan handed you, and the voices from the interrogation room suddenly become crystal clear. Calm down, Mr. Lebrant. Take it easy. There's no need for you to keep repeating your demands. The interrogator deliberately paused for a moment. We honor the request to follow protocol, provided, of course, your information is verified. Oh? Hang on, guys. Give me just a second. Okay. Hang on just a second, guys. Okay. Alright, we return. We honor request to follow protocol, provided of course your information is verified. Residence is a small matter. I can arrange provisional pass immediately. Once your information is confirmed, we can proceed to a permanent provisional. No temporary passes. I'm not going back to the surface. I need it now. Don't you dare feed me another empty. Ugh. Oh? A burst of intense light pierced the man's pupils. Agitated, he winced and instinctively fell back into his seat. The interrogator flicked a finger and the harsh light behind him switched off. His tone shifted from gradually placating to detached, draining all emotion from his words. This is my final warning, Mr. Lebrant. You will let me finish. Once we verify your information to confirm what you provided is genuine, residency will be the least of your concerns. However, your current behavior is not that of a valuable informant. It is the behavior of a man attempting to bluff his way into a fortress, and we have very specific protocols for bluffs. Oh. According to the corresponding law of Babylonia, any individual who gains entry through deception, forged documentation, or stowing away in regulated transport is subject to classification as an illegal entrant, and penalties consummate with the specific circumstances of the violation. I wasn't trying to. Furthermore, the law states that any attempt to acquire substantial assets through deception constitutes fraud. While residency is not property, it is a regulated resource. It falls under the statute. So, Colm LeBrant, I suggest you adjust your attitude and answer my question. Oh! The man's face flushed crimson, his body trembling with pent-up energy. He made an aborted motion to lunge, but the sight of the interrogator's threatening demeanor made him cower. His resolve fractured into a series of twitches and halts, ending in a defeated stillness. I heard things about mine. You shot an uncertain glance at Hassan. He answered with a firm nod, a clear instruction to keep listening into the interrogation. That day, I got bitten by a header creature that ran out of the mine. Dr. Melanoy gave me painkillers and told me to rest in the medical station. I must have dozed off, but the medication wore off too soon and I woke up groggy, heard people talking. 2, maybe 3 men, whispering. They said they'd been down in the deep mine, on an operation. At the very bottom, they found something. They said that inside the mine, there was information about the mind evolution, and if they could get it out, that's way too convenient. Yeah, I'd say the same. Behind the one-way glass, Hassan averted his gaze, his focus narrowing to scrutinize the data on his terminal. An accidental eavesdropping, an accidental arrival in Babylonia, and then accidentally delivering the very information to our doorstep? Gestalt scan didn't pick up anything? Babylonia's inspection protocols were stringent. Any transport vehicle carrying supplies from the surface was immediately scanned by Gestalt at the moment it entered Babylonian airspace. Whether it was a conservation area resident attempting to stow away in a cargo container, or a concealed header or creature or corrupted, Gestalt had never once failed to detect it. Celica pulled the scan logs from the past few days, not a single anomaly. The Science Council has run the protocol 3 times and no errors. The engineering force even took a look. Nothing. And the control court is currently examining his personal belongings, checking for any devices capable of blocking Gestalt's signals. His terminal chimed, alerting Hassan to an incoming message. And now, the control court reports nothing unusual in his personal effects. Could he just be bluffing? It's a possibility the court is considering. We do get the occasional opportunist who picks up a few buzzwords from ruins and tries their luck. The surface is practically littered by abandoned research facilities. Stumbling across certain keywords by chance isn't entirely surprising. However, he shouldn't know those words have any connection to evolution. As Hassan settled into a nearby chair, he disturbed the stack of interrogation files beside him, causing it to tilt and reveal several documents. On the exposed pages, the bolded underlined terms mind and evolution were clearly visible. However he came by it, Colm LeBrant should have no knowledge of this. None at all. We need to find the source of information. This is a sensitive matter, one I can only entrust to you. Oh, hello, Izzy! Hassan retrieved his terminal and tapped the brief command. A moment later, your own device chimed. Purification mission, target conservation area 368. Oh, we're getting into it! This is the only task I'll give you. Understood. And the rest, it's up to you. Of course it is! Of course it is! Alright. You gave him a nod and turned to leave. The interrogation room door closed with a soft thud, and as light from the hallway vanished, it cast a stark divide of shadow and light across Hassan's face. He settled his headphones back into place, and Colm LeBrant's voice filtered through once more, but Hassan's mind was already far away. Huh, you don't say. Yo, what is this? Late post-pandemic age night. The thunderous roar of transport aircraft echoed above the flame-lit night. Chunks of concrete crumbled from the teetering ruins above, landing on exposed rebar with sharp, brittle cracks. A piercing metallic clamor mingled with the staccato roar of gunfire. Every indication suggested the combatants were far from ordinary humans. So we reached the designated forward perimeter. For your security, we must insist you return to transport. I understand the concern, but I need to see this. I need to see them. A younger Hassan— Oh, this is the past! Yo! Hassan lore? A younger Hassan gazed upon the streets, watching as the well-equipped constructs carved into the corrupted occupied districts, with clean efficiency of a scalpel. Large corrupted spotted in Sector D3. I repeat, large corrupted spotted in Sector 3D. Snipers in position. Sector F5, we have multiple casualties, 3 wounded, 1 KIA. Oh, killed in action. Copy that. Support is en route. With battle updates streaming through his earpiece, Hassan gripped the railing tightly as he watched the contracts hold their ground against a massive battle axe of an affected gardener robot. Sir, it's too dangerous here. The observation protocol doesn't allow for, let me watch them a little longer. With the taste of iron fluttering his mouth and his knuckles bone white, he watched the battle in the streets with a desperate hunger, determining to sear every last detail into his mind. Just a little longer. One construct met the corrupted axe with overwhelming force, battling the weapon away. The impact sent a cascade of blue and electricity erupting through the enemy lines, leaving several foes frozen and twitching from the paralyzing shock. Seizing the moment, a construct in pink dashed forward to aid the wounded. She deployed her Levi guns, laying down a hail of covering fire while helping nature fall back. Oh wait! Oh, let's live! Blue electricity. Who was that one? I know, just a few more minutes. Let him indulge himself one last time. Hassan's gaze followed the agile pink construct as she wove through the crossfire like a nimble white dove. Her Levi guns precisely intercepting the corrupted's attacks on the wounded. These were the first truly battle-ready military constructs, the first to be deployed in actual combat. Whether in terms of mind stability or overall combat performance, they represented elite among soldiers. Whoa! Yo! Hassanard! That's insane! Let him watch a little longer. Watch these constructs in battle on the planet they were fighting for. Working in unison, the constructs steadily reduced the number of corrupted, expanding the safe zone. The soldier no longer urgently pressed Hassan to return to transport. This city was about to be reclaimed by humanity. The Reconquista age is about to begin. Sir, I didn't catch that. It was nothing. As the gunfire shifted to another part of the city, Hassan pressed his lips into a thoughtful line, then turned to walk back to the transport. Let's return to Babylonia. Yes, sir. We got Hassan lore! That's crazy! The transport ascended, granting a perfect aerial view of the battlefield. Below, ruins crumbled beneath artillery crossfire. Hassan, Chiller's successor. While electromagnetic barriers carved out temporary safe zones the corrupted dare not breach. In just a few decades, the punishing virus had devoured millennia of human civilization, forcing mankind to flee into the depths of space. But from that day forward, the spark of humanity would be rekindled. He gazed intently as the front line pushed ever forward. The city would soon belong to humanity once more. Let's go! Endless path playing. Yeah, it's peak. It's peak. Absolute cinema. And so it begins. The Reconquista age. Through the transport's window, he watched the contracts begin to clean up operations across the battlefield below, their work stretching to the horizon. It was a preview of the future. Humanity, piece by piece, taking back their homeland. Click. An alert signaling the interrogation's critical phase jolted joined Hassan from his memories. They said that inside the lab there is information about the mind evolution, and if they could get it out, the transatlantic economic community or Adelic would definitely be interested in this technology. Adelic lore? What? No way! Yo? Okay. Mind, the polytriad nodes. These are only the real key terms. He shifted in his seat and folded the paper in his hand. Under the light, a hand-drawn tree bled into view. The contract technology had ushered in the Reconquista age for both Babylonia and humanity. If this intelligence meant to stay buried beneath within Gestalt proved true, what unforeseen advantages might it offer humanity? Hey Emmy, hey Chad, hi Yuri! Click. How are y'all? I'm doing good, how are you doing? Hassan placed the headphones on the table and strode toward the door. There was no need to hear the rest of the interrogation. A multitude of arrangements demanded his attention. Whatever the form of coming challenges took, he would ensure Babylonia rode the crest of this new tide. That would be the dawn of a new era. The door side opened and shut, leaving only the hollow cycle of question and answer echoing in the dim. Hey, Emmy, want me to spoil the story for y'all? No, I'm reading this for the first time. Please don't spoil the story for me. Please no. Leaving only the hollow cycle of question and answering echoing in the dim room. Oh, yo, we got a battle level. Let's go. All right, here we go. Conservation Area 368. Tucked within a mountain ridge basin, Conservation Area 368 is a small settlement scarcely more than a village, its permanent population never exceeding 300. It lies cut by sheer cliffs that plunge 1,000 meters, a stark, mineral-rich bowl. Once prospectors and traders were drawn here in feverish rush for fortune. Now the bustle is gone. Wait. It lies cut mineral-rich bowl. Reminds me of the gold rush. I won't spoil it for now. Please don't spoil it at all. Thank you. Only a few dozen structures remain, huddled around the conservation area's heart, a modest central purification filter. Commandant, according to Colm, the conservation area's medical station should be right here. As you round the corner, Liv gestures discreetly towards a junction, where a small, unassuming building stands within the quiet sturdiness. The medical station. Is the doctor in? No, I heard the doctor went out with the patrol team. She won't be back until later this evening. Liv opens a terminal and sends over a file. I sneaked into the station before dawn and checked the treatment records. Colm was admitted about 6 days ago. He was bandaged up, given painkillers, and discharged as soon as he was conscious. The transport took off 4 days ago, passed through several conservation areas, and then returned to Babylonia exactly 3 days ago, when we received our mission. The timeline checks out. It's completely consistent. I made copies of the emission records from that period. Using our investigation as reason, I also managed to get entrance surveillance footage from the person in charge. She gestures towards another direction. The entrance is just over there, so I used footage to cross-reference anyone who lingered nearby during the time Colm mentioned. This is the list of people I thought that seemed suspicious. I already shared it with Babylonia. The list is short with only 7 names on it. Only 7 people? This area is quite remote, and the mining sector's been abandoned for a long time. There aren't many people left here, mostly just those who couldn't evacuate during the punishing virus outbreak, so the foot traffic is very light. From this list, if we've already looked into 2 of them, we could probably rule them out. They are both severely injured and in a deep coma. They're still being treated at the medical station. And 2 others left for the mining area. Okay. The mining area? Yes, the mining area. Isn't that just what she said? I asked the person in charge about it to be sure. She told me people do go there to collect minerals for trading, but she also warned me it hasn't been safe lately, and it seems fewer people are willing to take the risk. Risking a trip to a mine at the time like this. That was my thought exactly. It does make it seem suspicious. What about the other 2? They're with the patrol train that's still out. They left with the doctor and should be back this evening. I can't read, bruh. Let's check out the mining area first. Alright, Bat, let's go. Liv has already had a vehicle waiting at the edge of the conservation area. I love Emmy is very concerned about me spoiling the story. I'm a legend. Liv has already had a vehicle waiting at the edge of the conservation area. It doesn't take long to reach the derelict mining road, less than half an hour away. Okay. Oh, yo! We got a little animation of driving? After nearly being launched from your seat yet again. Who's driving this car? It really has been a long time since we've driven on roads like this. Commandant, are you okay? I'm fine, no problem. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Do you need to take a break? Don't worry. Yeah, I don't think the Commandant's fine. I reviewed the records for this conservation area. The supervisor filed several requests for maintenance funds, but due to the low punishing virus concentration and minimal hetero creature activity, they were all classified as low priority. More recently, they also reported unusual activity in the mining sector, but Babylonia's resources were stretched thin with the safe zone construction and Kowloon Corp's new maritime defense line, so they could only dispatch a single task force squad. Liv frees one hand to bring up the file from her terminal. The Rodent Squad. They're one of our special operations squads. The Rodent Squad? This is like the first time I've heard of them. Particularly skilled in desert and cave combat environments. Honestly, I did not read the story, but hey, it was funny. Dang! It's insane bait. Insane bait. I have the regular reports right here. She taps open a video file. This is Captain Fleo of the Rodent Squad. Following the orders, we arrived at the conservation area 360 and successfully reached the incident location. This is it. We've discovered clear traces of an explosion in the main shaft. By tracking the debris pattern, we've located some hetero creatures hiding deeper in the mining area. The punishing virus concentration here is negligible. Multiple touches, so no virus. Okay. Hey, Ymir, don't touch that. Vale, stop her. The camera jolts as a faint blast rips in the air somewhere on a frame. How was I supposed to know it was still live? Anyway, the immediate area is secure, but we still need some more time to find hetero creature's point of entry. End of report. Do we have a direct line to Rodent? Right here. She taps her terminal a few times and then the call connects. Hello, this is Grey Raven Squad from Babylonia. We're currently assisting with the elimination of hetero creatures in the mining area of Conservation Area 368. Hello? The signal from the other end is terrible, cutting in and out with heavy static interference. Cough, hello, this is Rodent. I'm Captain Fleo. 2 dull percussive thuds punch through the transmission, making the projection shudder and distort. Then, as abruptly as it began, the signal stabilizes. Haha, sorry about that. Signal's terrible down here. Sometimes you just have to... Whoa, that's Grey Raven's contact icon. I can't believe Grey Raven is coming to help us. Ymir, Vale, get over here. It's Grey Raven. Whoa, so this is the Grey Raven Commandant? That's crazy. What's so crazy about it? Wow, the Commandant's not even 7 feet tall and doesn't have wings. Ymir, you lose. Pay up. You were betting we were 7 feet tall and we had wings? We're a human. I'll take a cut of that bet, thanks. You know what, Commandant? Me too. You just like me for real. Alright, sorry about that. They're just a little over-enthusiastic. It's not every day you get a visit from the legendary Craven Commandant. With 2 firm hands, the captain shoves his 2 teammates' heads down, cutting short their curious gaze. Stop! I want them playable now. They're so funny. Nice to meet you. We're the Craven Squad. I'm Liv, and this is my Commandant M. How's the mine investigation coming along? I hate to say it, but it's kind of frustrating. We've gone in multiple times, cleared out plenty of creatures, but every time we go back, it's like we never even made a dent. Shikikon has fans in every place, literally. I don't know how anyone could think magic would be tall. Alright. Let's relax, buddy. Also, rate my bait on a scale of 1 to 10, Emmy. I'll give it an 8. But every time we go back, it's like we never even made a dent. We keep running into new ones. The place is a maze. Checking all the tunnels and potential entrances is taking forever. The weird part is how they keep showing up. It's like they're respawning. Huh. And they change. A few of them just wander around, no threat. But once their numbers hit a certain point, it's like a flip switch. It's like a switch flips. They stop wandering and start hunting. Coordinated. Oh no! My Wi-Fi is bugging! It's like something's controlling them. We've been thinking the same thing, but we haven't found a single— Ymir, behind you! There's no time for formalities. The line erupts into a blast of chaotic noise and goes dead. Something doesn't feel right. You're telling me! A shift in behavior triggered by population density? Could it be a hetero creature controlling them, like the twins from before? We can't jump to conclusions yet. The presence of a controller implies a defined purpose. However, the current method of deployment clearly won't achieve any meaningful results. And the punishing concentration, it's holding steady. It's not spiking with the creature activity, but it's not dissipating either. Before she can finish speaking, Liv suddenly looks up and brings the vehicle to an abrupt halt. Draw your weapon. A shared glance with Liv is all it takes. Huh? Could have just sworn I saw somebody follow. Thank you, whoever it was. I appreciate that. A shared glance with Liv is all it takes. You both slip out of the vehicle and move towards the source of the disturbance.
They seem to be over there. Something's wrong in this area.
The concentration of punishing is rising.
I hear movement.
Uh-huh. Dang, I gotta wonder if I got a cold or something, bruh. Go check it out. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, we get to play as Liv. Bro, can my frames pick up, please? Come on, stop dropping. Okay, there we go. Nope, we're still dropping. Lovely. You guys gonna have to deal with the lag. I don't know why my frames are dropping. My Wi-Fi apparently is doo-doo right now.
There's a vehicle over there. Is it from the conservation area?
I'm not sure.
It has the conservation area logo, but no one's here. Scan complete. No other hetero creatures nearby.
So we just take these guys out? Yeah, let's go, Liv!
I seek only return to dust.
Here we go. I completely forget how to play her. Wait, yeah, okay, there we go. Let's go.
I seek through hardship. My heart is made clear.
Okay.
At
All right. Yeah, there we go. Liv?
It's fine. Probably just my new frame adjusting. Visual module recalibrating.
Recalibrating visual module.
Calibration complete. Let's keep moving, Commandant.
No,
Wait,
you're
more
hurt
hetero
though.
creatures. How?
Here we go.
Just a stretch.
Come on.
I seek only truth. Return to dust.
All right, here we go.
Face the
Boom.
heavenly. I seek through hardship.
This is like really
My heart
clear
is
though.
made clear.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold this. What the? Come on. I was. Oh wait, I have to do it this way, right? Yeah, okay. Guys, I know how to play Liv. I know how to play Liv. Trust, I know. Can we not, please? Come on, let me domain expansion. I want a domain expansion.
The dream ends.
Here we go. Blue. Hold this. Oh, I can't hold it yet. Alright, there we go. Now I can hold it. Hold it. Alright, domain expansion. Let me. Ah! There we go. Domain expansion.
I bring you new life.
Let's go. Oh, that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. I thought that would have taken them out. I guess not.
Only truth. Face the heavenly strike.
Okay. Liv, are you sure you're all right? Does she look all right?
Commandant. Must be a small fault in my visual module.
Recalibrating visual module again. Dang, poor Liv.
Visual module calibration. No one around this vehicle. Let's check it for information.
Can I get out of the domain? There we go. Complete the stage. Anomaly Genesis. Huh? The fight is over and you make your way over to where the vehicle was parked, only to be greeted by a scene of utter violence. This isn't possible. My sensors didn't pick up any hetero creature movement in this direction. You retrieved the monitoring equipment you had stashed under the seat and began sifting through the logs. And the punishing virus's readings have been stable. Could it be a type of hetero creature, or... No. You circle the vehicle's rear, your eyes tracing the lines of damage. The damage is extensive. It looks like the random destruction of a hetero creature or wild animal. But the most concentrated damage is around the power engine. A web of crisscrossing scratches covers the vehicle, but the deepest gashes converge at the power unit. Commandant, you mean... It's still too early to draw conclusions. Uh-huh. As we speak, the sun dips behind the mountains and the lead-in shadows bleed out from the peaks, swallowing the light. Let's head back to the conservation area for now. On these unfamiliar roads, pushing ahead feels like the wrong move. Most mountains of the mining area stand stark and treeless, their towering shadows stretching in twisted shapes across the land. Alright. Liv acknowledges and moves towards you, but for a split second, the shifting light glints strangely in her visual module, making the world around her seem filtered and unreal. No, Liv! Your face softens in a hasty smudge. Commandant? I'm here, right here, what's up? Your familiar voice instantly settles Liv's nerves. It's nothing, just a minor glitch in my visual module. It's all calibrated now. Your visual module? The familiar abnormal fluctuation instantly reminds you of the unexpected situation during your recent battle. Your last mind experienced light fluctuations during the last battle too. It's probably just some desynchronization. My new frame is still in its break-in period. Are you sure you're okay now? If you notice anything abnormal, promise me you'll tell me right away. I will, I promise, Commandant. Don't worry. Oh, Liv. And we just completed that stage. Let's go. However, I think here this is...
Sleep and leave the rest to me.
I think here is where we'll leave it off for today. My Wi-Fi is bugging massively, and I don't want to push that any further. So, for right now, this is where we'll leave off the story today. Next time, we will continue. I know we only made it to, like, Node 5 today, but yeah. We'll try to be a little more speedy next time, but yeah. So, if you, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're not already